Welcome everybody, I'm joined here by my good friend Dangman. Go check out his channel if you haven't seen him. But we were just talking about whatever the hell we were talking about. I've been drinking very heavily, by the way. I have.
Surprise review.
I've been hitting the bottle hard today. I've been drinking some Knob Creek rye whiskey. It is.
Oh, wow.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. It's more expensive than Jack Daniels, but it's better. It's just better.
So you're broadcasting Battlefield 4 right now?
No, I'm just recording. If I decide to upload this gameplay, which 90% of the things I record, I don't actually upload. Because I don't know what it is about me. It's OCD or I don't know. I haven't uploaded in like the past 5 days just because I've been at work and I've been trying to get gameplay, but it hasn't really worked out like I wanted it to, you know?
Have you tried making top 5 lists?
Those, it seems like so many people already do them that there's no need to, you know?
You just gotta find a topic that hasn't been done before, so that's what I do. I just find
Yeah, I'm not smart enough to do something like that. I guess I could do something like top 5 Doom plays, you know, because Doom hasn't been getting a lot of coverage on YouTube, and I want to see the game do really well because I love Doom. You know, I'm a huge fan of everything about it.
Did you buy the movie?
Yes, I did. And it is great. I love the soundtrack. It seems to get a little stale after a while. Like, the soundtrack of Doom sounds like 9 Inch Nails, which I love. But it seems to repeat a lot, so it's one thing I don't really like about it. Whereas in the original Doom, it had like Metallica, 9 Inch Nails, Stone Temple Pilots, Alice in Chains, a whole bunch of others. They actually could have gotten sued for copyright, but they never did. Like, even one of the developers came out and said, yeah, I ripped off a bunch of popular music and changed up just a little bit and put it in the game. I looked at the guy who actually made the music for Doom. He's done a lot of work, and with his work, he tends to make a really heavy sound. I actually wondered for a while if it was 9 Inch Nails, then I looked it up, and it was some German guy or something. I don't know. What have you been recording a lot of lately? Played much of Fallout 4 or Far Harbor?
No, I haven't bought it. I haven't played it yet. I will eventually.
You didn't buy the season pass for Fallout 4?
No, I don't ever buy season passes.
I bought it for Fallout. I just went nuts when a lot of games were releasing at the beginning of the year. I went nuts and just bought a whole bunch of season passes. Like, I know I bought Black Ops 3's season pass, and everybody's boycotting Call of Duty right now, and I kind of regret buying that one, but I don't regret buying the Fallout 4 season pass. Don't regret that. I wish there was more content available in it, but, you know, that's just a good game, you know. If you want more content if your only complaint for a game is that you want more content, then it's a good game. You know, that's not a whole lot to complain about.
Well, really when it comes to YouTube, you just gotta experiment around with ideas.
Yeah. We've been waiting. Yeah. I'm sorry to interrupt, did you? Go ahead.
Oh, it was like I had that one series, Source of Origin. The first one did fine, but once I made the second one, it didn't do as well, so I just dropped that series. But I still make the ones that still get views every day, like top 5 list. And, I dropped doing the voice trolls. I need to get back on that. But
Oh
MVP3 is
man, I seriously loved when you did the Bloodborne cannon trolling video. That was like the best video ever. Up there with top YouTuber content. I mean, seriously, that was awesome. That was so hilarious.
Man, it took so long to make the first one. I think it took me all day to get footage for the first one, but the second one was a lot faster because I kept on better techniques. But I had to stop making them because I mean that was really the only spot where it worked. I mean I could go further into the Nightmare Frontier and find spots, but it's very stressful doing something like that because
Oh yeah, I bet. I bet, man. I upload a lot of PvP content for Dark Souls 3. And I have a hard time with that as well because, you know, 90% of Dark Souls 3 PvP is just getting ganked. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's like 5 fucking phantoms versus 1 invader or 2 invaders. I've been going for the Dark Moon Blade spell because that's the most powerful weapon buff in the game, and I can't get that at level 120. The meta, the community agreed upon PvP level, I cannot get invasions as a Dark Moon Blade. I've just come to the conclusion that the Dark Moon Blade Covenant doesn't work like it's supposed to.
Even though there are a lot of bad things about PvP in Dark Souls 3, it's still much. In my opinion, I think it's way better than Dark Souls 2 and Bloodborne put together.
Oh, Bloodborne had some very nice PvP. It was a huge refreshment from Dark Souls 2 because Dark Souls 2 is just horrible. Dark Souls 2 is terrible. Oh yeah,
Slug Town. It should be your Slug Souls.
I mean,
I call it Diet Dark Souls.
Yeah, that's. I like Diet Dark Souls. That works great because everything was just slowed down so much, and there was no reason for it to be slowed down so much. You know, it just took you out of what Dark Souls was all about. You know, one mistake and you're through. That's not how Dark Souls 2 was. I mean, they had all this BS in it where you couldn't be backstabbed. And from what I understand, I watched a couple of videos on YouTube about some of the cut content for Dark Souls 3. Now, apparently, they had in the game, there were still game files in, where they were supposed to add the guys with the boards on their back, their set of armor, and you weren't supposed to be able to backstab that. And Miyazaki said, no, fuck that, take that out. Take that bullshit out. I don't want anything from you, Gunny.
Why did you invite me?
Problems getting backstabbed in PvP in Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, I like the backstab system in Dark Souls 3 because if you know how to do it, you can make it work to your advantage. Like you can punish parry spammers with it. It's really good for that. That's where it fits in. That's where it really fits in.
I might play Battlefield with you later. That's if I get bored on my new game.
I don't care what you're playing. This is my buddy the Dang Man. He's awesome. Oh well, fuck you, Gunny.
Somebody's sensitive.
Yeah, he's young. He can get annoying after a little while, but he's still a friend.
Yeah.
It's only my close friends that I can really swear at and make fun of hardcore.
Right.
Like, yeah, it's not people I hate that I say that shit to their face. Well, sometimes, but it's really my close friends that really get the shaft.
It's why my cousin doesn't like play video games with me because he doesn't really want to cuss or say anything dirty around me, so he just plays with his friends that he can release that language to.
You know, I've given my brother's very good at video games, probably as good as me, if not better. He's only 14, but he keeps breaking his mics, and I've given him like 2 or 3 pairs. I think he gets pissed off on Call of Duty. He loves Call of Duty. He does. He plays. Well, I got him into the Isaac, the Binding of Isaac, which is an indie game. It's made by Ed Millen, and it's kind of like Legend of Zelda. That's as close to it as I can compare it to. But what it is all the rooms, all the floors are randomly generated. Like, everything's completely random. There's no way of knowing anything, basically, until you actually get into that room.
Yeah, I think they had it for free on PlayStation Plus, but I never downloaded it.
Oh yeah, it was free, and let me tell you, that's a good game. If you put it in your library, good for you, because that's a 500+ hour game you can put time into, man. It's a good game. You just have to study up on it a little bit.
Sounds very addictive.
Oh, it is. The best YouTubers are Northern Lion, Cobalt Streak, and Biznap, who upload on it. Biznap is very analytical. He'll tell you everything about the game. He goes really, really into detail. Like, super into detail. What every item does, whatever. You know, he can tell you stats in the game that are just completely hidden. Give me them tags, motherfucker. That's what I love about Battlefield. I don't know what the hell it is. You get to take people's dog tags. Just... I didn't even know you were online right now. I was just sending a mass join my chat party email, basically. Didn't even know you were online.
I'm bad about turning off my status whenever I'm unavailable. I just leave my system on.
I leave my status off a lot. Like, I'll be online usually, but I'll have my status as offline, just because I don't want to be bothered right then, or whatever. But I'm usually online. Usually. During like the day, like during the week, I'll be offline. I just can't find time to play during the week. It's very stressful work. The one thing I love about my job, though, it's never monotonous. Like, it's never the same thing day in, day out. It's always something different.
That's
Yeah.
I have this one guy. He sends me chat invitations all the time. I joined once, and he wanted to fight, so the entire fight he just kept on parry spamming. I would walk up to him, he would parry parry.
What shield was he using?
Huh?
What shield was he using?
He was using that weapon that comes with a parry dagger type of parry. I don't know what it's called.
He was using a parrying dagger, or?
Yeah, shoot, what's it called? I don't ever use this, so I don't know what the name of it.
I use the target shield.
Yeah.
I have to use the target shield, though, because everybody else in Dark Souls 3 has been using the cestus and the claws to parry, and, you know, I gotta react with something that's equally fast with a parry. I can't just, you know, let them beat me. When the game first came out, the target shield was very popular, but then people figured out they could parry even faster with the cestus and the claws because of the Ouroboros, the ninja and stuff, and I was like, shit. Then Iron Pineapple started doing videos and all the glitches, like the fucking Sacred Flame glitch, and there was just one more.
Flashlight glitch?
I don't know what it is, but it does a retarded amount of damage that'll one-shot just about anybody. You know, where it just where you're in the iron skin and they grab you and it does like 3,000 damage or whatever. You have to walk really slow to do it, though. Which is very easy to punish if you've seen the video. It's very easy to punish.
Yeah, I try to stay away from other Dark Souls content, just to prevent from copying other people.
I I've been watching Pete Peterson, Orbital, Ninja, Iron Pineapple, people like that for a long time. Because again, Dark Souls has a great community.